there, Clashers, it's Spiceman again with another Clash of Clans Hive Mind Nexus video here. We are going over war prep strategy for today, and this is our 5th clan war, and we are going to be looking at just some basic war strategies here as we go into our new war. I'm not so much worried about defensive stuff today. We'll go over defensive stuff later on when we are looking at the war review, because I'm going to give you guys the benefit of a doubt and say that what you're doing is just fine on war defense, and we'll talk about it afterwards if everybody just gets absolutely mutilated at the bottom end and what we should be looking to do better. But I'm not gonna gripe at you guys ahead of time when there's no need to. So what we're looking at here is a terrible base. There's no cohesiveness to this base at all. They just kind of threw him in because they needed to miss the 10th man in the war. I'm assuming that this is going to be his normal base because, as we can see here at the top, enemy war base layouts are revealed on battle day, so this is not going to be his actual base, nor will any of these be their actual base. I'm just going over what I think are good ideas for what is here and what you're going to be looking at as far as a basic understanding of what you should be looking at doing on these bases. So first and foremost, always, as we talked about in our last video, clan castle troops are most important. So we're going to want to try to draw these clan castle troops out. If these guys are intelligent at all or have any sense at all, there's going to be a baby dragon in this clan castle. So what we're going to do is pack a few troops that we know can deal with a baby dragon. A couple wizards, whatever it may be, whether you just have archers, I don't really care. But you have to deal with those first, draw them out with a couple of barge troops over in this area, take the clan castle troops out before you attack this base. Before you drop any other troops, you need to deal with these. That's basic 101 war strategy. That's what we're going to do. Secondly, the second thing you're going to do is take out defenses. Now, I don't know if you have healing spells yet or anything of that nature. I can look it up here real quick just to see what we're looking at. And just to give us a fair glimmer, Ike is the one that's supposed to be attacking this base. Ike has always done a really good job at war, which is why I bring him. He always asked to participate in war, and he's always had good results, which I'm not gonna get on anybody for trying, but some people are just really good at war, and Ike hasn't let me down yet. So shout out to Ike, you're doing a good job. Keep it up, buddy. You do have healing spells, so this base should literally be 0 issues for you. What you're gonna want to do, man, is in my opinion, what you're gonna want to do is draw the clan castle troops out. Then what you're gonna do is drop your clan castle troop with hogs, my max hogs that I can give you. They're gonna come here, go straight here. You're gonna drop a healing spell right through here. They're gonna come straight through the healing spell, go to here, and they're gonna take this out. And then at that point, you can literally drop the rest of your troops and annihilate this base and just go in for the kill. So pretty easy base for you there, Ike. Yeah, you should have 0 issues 3-starring this base. If you let me down, I don't know, man. That base is super easy. So we're coming up, and Jacob has the second attack here. So what we're going to do is look at Jacob, what he's got to offer us. He has healing spells as well. He has level 3 wizards. He has level 3 giants, level 3 archers. You should be gravy, bro. There should be no issues at all whatsoever with this base. Again, what we're looking at, clan castle troops, draw them out, get them gone. You can drop some barge troops over in here, draw them out. Drop your first troop obviously right next to it, draw them out. Use your barge troops over in here, take those clan castle troops out. After you've gotten that taken care of, again, your base strategy is going to be to use hog riders from the clan castle, drop them over in here, have them take out this mortar first because that's going to be the biggest issue. Once they drop the mortar, you can literally drop a healing spell just like right here. They're going to come straight across, take this out, and then take these out. And once that's over again, seriously, just here and here, ring of archers, you're done. This base should be a piece of cake for you. Should be literally 0 issues here at all. Should be a super easy base for you, Jacob. Now, moving on to the Illuminati's base here. A little bit more complicated, but for what your level is, you shouldn't have any issues with it either. You seem to have pretty good graphs. You have level 3 healing spells, so again, if you've got healing spells, this should be a piece of cake for us. Simply because of the fact that you're going to draw these guys straight out by just dropping a single troop right in here, whether it be a giant, whatever, something that's going to come break this little barrier right here and let you in at those clan castle troops. Once you have gotten the clan castle troops out of the clan castle, you have an even easier option because you can come straight out here, draw the clan castle troops straight across to you, and annihilate them away from the base, where it's going to be really easy. My thought process there is probably just use wizards for you. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. You should be able to handle those pretty easily. Once you've done that, I mean, again, piece of cake here. What you're going to do, in my opinion, drop Hog Riders right in here. They're going to come straight here. You're going to drop a healing spell straight through here. They're going to come ride the corridor. As soon as they're done with here, they're going to come straight to here. Probably take out either this building or this building, one of the two. They'll take out those, drop a second healing spell right in there, launch the rest of your attack from this direction, come straight into the base. Do not neglect the fact that these are out here, man. Don't forget about them. Take them out beforehand if you want to, right after you take out the clan castle troops, just so you don't forget. Those are going to be big. They could stop you from getting a 3-star on this. Let's try to do things the right way. But I mean, once your hogs have taken care of all of this, and some of them might even break away and come this direction, depending on which way it does, is which way you're going to drop the healing spells. Take them out, man. Max hogs from clan castle with healing spells. Drop the rest of your troops. Take this guy out. Shouldn't be a big deal. You should be able to handle it. FanTaco, you know what you're doing. I'm not going to bother preaching at you. You know how to do it. Just make sure you take out these clan castle troops and make sure you don't neglect these outer buildings. Again, I'm not getting on you guys saying that you don't know how to do your attacks. You could be really good players. I don't know. I haven't had a war with you, so I'm not going to pretend like you do know what you're doing. I'm not going to pretend like you don't know what you're doing because you're brand new. With the Illuminati, LittleG, Ben, and Blade 40, you guys are brand new to the clan. I have no idea what your attack strategies are going to look like. I have no idea what you're doing. So I want to make sure that I give you clear options. FanTaco's been with us. He's Blanket's second account, my co-leader, and he knows what he's doing. So I'm not super worried about him. But again, clan castle troops being the big thing, have a secondary objective. Make sure your pathing looks good. With FanTaco taking this guy out, shouldn't be an issue for you. LittleG, yours is a little bit more complicated here. We'll go over it just very briefly here, and I just want to point out a few things that I would do with this account. And LittleG, you've got hogs, so if that's the direction you want to go, that's fine. If you want to use the level 2 dragons that you have to do a mass dragon attack on this, you shouldn't have any issues doing that if you do it the right way. Using max clan castle troops from your clan castle with hogs, come in here, take this out. After you've cleared out these clan castle troops, obviously lure them out, get rid of them over in here somewhere. And after you've done that, the only other thing they have is this Barbarian King. He's pretty low level, so he shouldn't cause you too many issues, especially because of the fact that if you're using an air attack, they're not going to give you any problems at all. So one of the big things you could do is use your Hog Riders, come in here to clean this out. You could use your Hog Riders to come in from this side and clean these out with a healing spell right in here. Have them jump straight from here to here to here and distract your Barbarian King with a couple of giants or something over in this direction, and then mass drag rage from this direction, and you should have this a piece of cake. Or you could just use a mass hog attack, but be careful on your mass hog attack because you have the potential here to have giant bombs in this base. I don't know where he would have them. He could have them here. He could have them here. So just make sure, that you avoid these basic areas right here where your giant bombs or Teslas could be. And if you're going to use a mass hog attack, I would recommend that you come in from this direction, just simply because your pathing looks a lot like this. Or they could come like this and come around, or they could go this direction and just bounce through these. But you want to try to avoid these areas where they can jump across like this that are going to have potential to have giant bombs in them. If you want to use a mass hog attack, I would preemptively put your healing spells in these areas right here to try and mediate your hogs going away. You can use max hogs from Clan Castle to try to clear some of that stuff out. If you're going to do that, make sure you only drop 1 or 2 hogs at a time to get through here, so it doesn't end up taking your whole hog army out to try to get rid of 1 or 2 of those giant bombs in those areas. So again, the floor is yours. I'm just offering suggestions. You do what you want to do. But the biggest things to realize are these clan castle troops can ruin your attack, and this Barbarian King can make your life hell too. So if you're going to use mass hogs, try to draw him over this wall here first with a couple of giants and some wizards or archers or something out here, and then do your hogs from this side down here and come into your attack that way. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the next one here. Ben, you have some pretty sweet troops, so I don't think that you're going to have too big of issues dealing with this. You do have heroes, so you have a distinct advantage over this guy. He's only got a level 1 Barbarian King, and you also have a level 1 Archer Queen, so you have a little bit of an advantage there in that respect. You don't have a big enough thing to do a Queen Walk or anything yet, but you do have a little bit of an advantage there. You might look at this and go, holy crap, how am I going to 3-star this? You may not. You may have a really good grasp on what you're doing in Clash of Clans. I don't have any idea. What I can tell you is here is the clan castle, and here's the Barbarian King right here. So your object to draw those clan castle troops out is going to be right here, probably a giant straight in right here to deal with that. You do have P.E.K.K.A.s, you do have hogs, you do have Valks. So you have a lot of options as how you want to attack this base, but getting these clan castle troops out and dealt with is going to be your #1 priority so they don't screw up your attack. And then you could either funnel in from this direction, you could funnel in from this direction, however you wanted to do it. I would try to avoid coming in from this direction just simply because of the fact that there's too many distractions in here. So your pathing is going to be weird. There's not any spots besides right here in this base that can distract you too much as far as double giant bombs go or Teslas. So I don't know where he's got that stuff out in this base, but I would try to avoid any spots that have real big open areas around the outside here, because you never know where he's hiding those giant bombs at. Could be right in here. Could be right. I mean, there's a spot right there that he could have a giant bomb or a Tesla right there. There's nothing in here, so you could have a couple right in here. So just try to be aware of these spots that he's got potentially spots for double giant bombs, and try not to load a whole bunch of troops into those areas. Other than that, have fun on your attack, man. Can't wait to see what you've got. So let's go on to the next one here. This is Blanket's attack. Blanket, again, you've done a good job. I'm just going to point out the obvious. Make sure you get these clan castle troops out. Probably send a couple of troops up in this direction. And make sure you deal with this Archer Queen before you get too far into the attack. So other than that, you do you, and I'll let you have at it there. This is going to be Raidlin's attack right here. My basic plan is get these out of here, create a funnel straight to the top here into this middle core, and try to either use Valks or P.E.K.K.A.s or something along those lines to try to breach this area right here. Probably use Quad Earthquake right in the middle there to open this whole section up, and probably breach this wall here, and send in golems from this side and this side, wizards to funnel, and then all the rest of my troops I want to come straight down through the middle here and take out most of these defenses, and probably do my queen walk from this side down here, take that stuff out. So that's my basic thought process there. Blade, here is yours. So what you're looking at here is a little bit more difficult. I don't know your strengths as far as attacking goes, but I would probably try to come up from the bottom here, lure these clan castle troops out here, get rid of them down in this area down here somewhere, and try to do that, and then funnel, use either a quad earthquake right in here or a jump spell or something. Try to funnel your troops straight up to the bottom here, because if you look at some pathing here, what you're looking at is knocking out more birds with one stone. You got your first expo right here, which is really low level. He's got 2 level 2 right here. He's got level 1 Inferno Towers right there. So if you're looking to funnel up through this direction here, coming up from this side, you've got a pretty easy funnel here that you can clear out with some wizards. Get your golems sent in from here to draw the fire off, clear this whole area out here with wizards, and then send in some wall breakers on either side here, clean those up. You can quad earthquake in here or jump spell, and get whatever kill squad that you're going to use straight up into the middle here. Double freeze spell right here as they start to get closer, rage them up right in this area, and they should just push through, annihilate all that, and then it should be a piece of cake from that point to take out the rest of this little stuff. So, I mean, that would be my basic thought process for you. But again, you may have a better grasp on this than I do, so I'm not going to judge too much because I haven't seen you in war. So you do you, and we'll see how it works out. And this one for me is going to be a bit of a challenge because he has a pretty open circled base here. So I'm going to have to do some pretty tricky funneling here to try to get into the core of this base. My thought process is to pull the clan castle troops out here to the side, get rid of them, and try to funnel everything in through right here. Break this down using some wall breakers or what have you, but having this giant wizard tower right here on the side might pose an issue with getting those in with wall breakers. So we'll see how that turns out, and then probably either a jump spell or a quad earthquake in this area right here, and then freeze up these infernos and try to either maybe do a mass bowler attack on this or something of those along those lines to try to get that damage spread out through here, and then probably clean walk the opposite side just to clean out some of the rubble and take things out. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But those are some basic ideas of strategy. Let me know what you guys think. You can either comment, talk about it in clan chat, whatever you want to do. But that's my base thought process here as to how I want to approach this. Again, you guys have done a great job in the last 2 wars. Really like to win this one. If we win this one, we're going to step it up to 15 on 15 because our clan's growing quite a bit, and we have more members that want to try to get into war. So we need to take advantage of that and get into bigger wars because we're going to get more people interested and just grow our clan bigger that way. So again, guys, I'm really excited. I hope this works out really well. So hopefully we win this one, get on to 15-15 wars, and we'll go from there. So, yep, thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.